I look in the mirror, I see the two people I finally met. The beautiful person on the inside and the outside have come together, and I'm amazed that when I close my eyes at night, I can smile on the day because I feel good.
Ashlyn Izumo hasn't always felt so good about herself. 6 years ago, this now vibrant, healthy woman weighed close to 300 pounds.
I've always been heavy all my life. I'm half Chinese, I'm Hawaiian Portuguese, living in a beautiful place of Hawaii where there's a lot of food. It was a joke that if you were invited to the Young's house, which is my maiden name, you would never miss it because you know there would be great food there and a lot of it. It was the center of our life. All of my family are overweight. It wasn't maybe until middle school or high school that, you know, the name calling came on and felt funny, and you had to go into what was called the Chibet size at Sears, and you realize that things were going to be different.
Soon, the young girl who grew up loving the ocean was too ashamed to even set foot on the beach.
I hated myself. I hated the way I looked. I was unhappy.
Despite the ongoing battle with her self-esteem, Ashlyn had a sparkle in her eye and a passion for life that was clearly attractive to the man she married.
He was always active and fit, and he would try and get me out to lose weight, and I wanted to. And I would try different things, but nothing seemed to work.
After they had a son together, Ashlyn's husband became determined to help her change her lifestyle. But the more pressure she got, the more she resisted.
To rebel out, I would just eat and do the opposite.
But Ashlyn's defiance would lead to a sudden, life-changing moment that would rock her world to the core.
My husband had asked for a divorce, and my life was just shattered. I was the biggest I was ever, and I didn't know what to do, and I thought there was no hope. And part of it, I thought he was leaving because of my weight.
The divorce, the realization that she was now a single mother, sent Ashlyn into an emotional tailspin.
I had failed in everything. My marriage, my weight, even maybe as a parent. And that may have been my lowest point. And it was years of all the emotions coming out that was going on. It wasn't a happy time. It wasn't. But I knew I needed to make a change. The very next day, I started exercising. Though I was nearly almost 300 pounds, I could only do 8 minutes of exercise, but I did the 8 minutes.
But just as Ashlyn was taking the very first brave steps towards her healthy transformation, she faced another dire emotional challenge. Her 9-year-old son, Brant, was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a painful and potentially fatal illness.
There's no cure for it, and he was hospitalized for 6 weeks. And during that time, going through the divorce and having my son in the hospital was a difficult time, but it gave us strength. Sometimes you take challenges and you make it something of your own to create and find the strength within you.
At this point, Ashlyn had only 2 choices: give up or find a way to keep moving forward. The stress and pain of her son's ordeal was crushing, but Ashlyn wanted to be strong for him. So she stayed on the program, which literally meant exercising in Brant's hospital room.
She would be in my room, still working out near the side of my bed, and I'd be watching her through the whole time.
Brant and Ashlyn's perseverance began to pay off. Their health slowly but surely improved.
This is not just your typical weight loss story, because the transformation on the inside is really what this story is about. If you're not changing the inside, the old thought patterns, the old eating patterns, the old behavior patterns, then you really have just put a bandage over the situation. Take it slow, take it slow.
Okay.
Before long, Brant and Ashlyn became workout partners.
5 more, 1, 2.
It was great that I had already started on that journey, but when he was diagnosed, it was much more important that we continued on this journey for not only my sake, but for my son's sake.
1, 2, one more for good luck, one more for good luck. When we're in the gym, we encourage each other saying, come on, you can do it, just one more. You're doing good, you're doing great. And by the time we're done, we feel good about each other.
Get out of here, boy.
We're done.
Brant's doing really well. He's currently in remission and he's not losing blood, so he's not anemic. He's a happy kid. He knows not to have the disease control his life, but to live a full life with it.
In addition to working out together, mother and son encouraged each other to eat healthy, what Ashlyn calls clean foods.
No more fattening food. It's chicken and vegetables for us now.
Ashlyn's transformation was stunning. She dropped over 100 pounds.
It's been a big haul. I even look back at my before pictures and am just amazed of how far I've come. I remember one night holding my before picture and looking in the mirror and realizing that was me, and I just started crying.
Ashlyn's metamorphosis soon fueled a new passion for helping others.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, these are beautiful.
She created a weekly farmer's market at her workplace. During their lunch hour, her colleagues can now discover the benefits of healthy fruits and vegetables.
You want the squash? You gonna make some soup? Put some chicken and make some stir fry. Stir fry? Oh, you're gonna stir fry? Oh, that's a good idea.
And one of her proudest accomplishments? The example her transformation has shown her own family, motivating them to find their own second chance.
She's actually inspired my whole family. She's like a little slave driver in the sense in coordinating us, trying to lose weight, trying to get us to do a family weight loss.
You know what? You want to cut this down and half it with Mom?
And it really is because of Ashlyn, because she's really made us aware that it can be done.
So much change has happened in my life for the positive, not only because of the weight loss, but also because of the inner transformation of setting the goals and accomplishing them. When you accomplish a goal, you feel your self-esteem grows. I can't believe I'm surfing! Brant and I always say this thing together. We joke and we say, bring it on. You can bring anything on, because we've been through so much that we know we'll take it head on.